Welcome to the Wake Tech Dental Hygiene End of Year Pinning Ceremony. Your class is the 21st class to graduate from the program and 3rd class to earn local anesthesia certification. Congratulations. My name is Brenda Maddox. I am Department Head of Dental Hygiene here at Wake Tech, and our program began in 2002. So this group of students has had a seasoned group of faculty working with them throughout the year. One of the wonders of nature is the transformation of a caterpillar into a butterfly via a cocoon. A little boy became fascinated watching the butterfly struggle to emerge from the cocoon and fly. But his fascination turned to distress the more he watched it struggle. To help the butterfly, he decided to slit the cocoon. But he realized that it never gained its strength to fly. I bet there's many times you wish that your faculty had slit the cocoon to make things easier. I heard this story from a colleague as she used it to equate to that struggle. While the faculty feel the urge to slit the cocoon, the fact that they didn't really engages you to learn and to grow and to fly. As Maya Angelou once said, we delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the change it has gone through to achieve the beauty. We hope you can appreciate all the changes you have made to now the beauty of becoming an RDH. Today is a celebration of your accomplishments. As a class, you had 975 hours of volunteer service in the community and another 972 hours in professional development. On that slide are a lot of the places that you went, from terrific teeth days to boot camps to Mexican consulate health fairs, Wake Tech open houses, SADA meetings, a trip to Asheville with 2 very adventurous SADA advisors, and volunteering at many different events across Wake County. We applaud you for all of your volunteer service and donation to community service. In the past 2 years, figured out several of these. Most of those you probably don't want to remember right at this point, but you've learned a lot of different dental terminology in addition to knowing English and your second languages. This is like another language for many of you. You learned if the face is red, raise the head. If the face is pale, raise the tail. How many times have you heard, roll it, roll it? Did you stand up on your fulcrum? Did you check under the contact? Did you use your air? I'm pretty sure you heard that one a lot. How about it's in the syllabus? Or did you check your clinic manual? If we can't do it for everybody, we can't do it for you. So the name of the game throughout the program was fairness. As you learn, dental hygiene is a rigorous curriculum with many challenges. When you came into the program at orientation, we talked about delaying gratification and not eating the marshmallow. If you remember from that original video, if the children could avoid eating a marshmallow for 2 minutes, they got a second marshmallow instead of just having the one marshmallow. For you, it was delaying a lot of the things you wanted to do with all of your family and friends that are here with you today. How many dinners did you miss? How many special occasions did you miss? How many times did you say, I've got to study? Okay. Well, guess what? Now you don't have to resist the marshmallows. Go for the big rewards and eat your marshmallow. I've already heard that several of you have some pretty good marshmallows coming with the jobs that you've already secured. So that's great. Today we're watching you reach entry level into the practice of dental hygiene. You've learned all that you can learn from us and are ready to go out into the profession, entering as a novice hygienist. We've established the foundation, but it's now time for you to grow your wings and fly. You will learn so much more in the first 6 months, then a year, then 3 years, and you'll continue to grow in the profession. We're excited to invite you in as colleagues into the profession of dental hygiene. Congratulations. I now invite Ms. Mosh.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to introduce some of our special guests, administration, faculty, and staff. And I ask once I mention your name, if you could please stand, and if everybody could hold applause until the end. We have our advisory committee members, Heather Barefoot, Lisa Sarasi, Dr. Paul Coggins, Mindy Gill, Nithya Magunta, and Savannah Smith. Savannah's here with us today. Health Sciences Advising, we want to really extend a special thank you to Toy Nelson to helping us with all of our admission applications and everything that goes into all that to have our wonderful students here like we have sitting besides us now. We also have some former faculty here, Dr. McLeod, Dr. Doug McLeod, Jennifer Carvin, Heather List, and Savannah Smith. Also, Wake Tech Administration, Dr. Scott Rawls, our president of Wake Tech. Dr. Nicole Reeves, who is our Executive Vice President and Chief Programs Officer. Dr. Gail Green, the Executive Vice President and Chief Operations Officer. Anthony Kaysen, who is our Interim Provost, Health Sciences Chief Campus Officer of Perry Health Sciences Campus. Dr. Angela Washington, who is our Dean of Health Sciences Division, and Constance Best, who is our Associate Dean, Health Sciences Division. Full-time faculty, myself, I'm Karen Mosh, Ms. Samantha Moore, who's an assistant professor, Ms. Lisa Peace, who's an instructor with us also, as well as Ms. Beverly Quinn, instructor. And then we have some awesome part-time or adjunct faculty as well. We have Ms. Claudia Barbeau, Ms. Beth Clark, Ms. Kelly Carius, Ms. Barbara Lalonde, Ms. Ginger Mann, Miss Savannah Smith, Miss Kathy Volkmar, and Miss Jocelyn Weinhagen. And dentists, too. We couldn't do anything without them, too. They guide us through so many things, and whew, awesome to have you guys with us, too. Dr. Thomas Bucker, Dr. Theodore Mayer, Dr. Jim Rokas, Dr. Shelley Soch, and Dr. Julia Zaros. Staff, too, again, another piece of the puzzle we could not do without. Miss Debbie Ridgway, who is our clinic technician, Ms. Terry Singleton, who is our patient care coordinator, and Ms. Mahini Singh, who is an administrative assistant. And how about a round of applause for everybody?
At this time, I would like to acknowledge the students for scholarships and honors that they have earned. Students, as I call your name, I would like for you to stand and please remain standing. Family and friends, I ask that you please hold your applause to the end until every student has been acknowledged, and then we can congratulate them together. Melanie Bautista Mendez, she earned the Aspiration Scholarship, the Wake Tech STEM Scholarship, William Gaston Allen Scholarship, was Dean's List for the fall of '22, and National Technical Honor Society. Mary Ellen Bozarth, she earned the University Dental Associates Scholarship and was Dean's List fall of '22. Ashley Courtney, she earned the Mayor Scholarship Award and served as the SADA Secretary. Marilyn Gallegos served as the SADA Treasurer. She earned the Fenwick Foundation Scholarship, Horatio Alger Association Scholarship, and Hope for the Future Scholarship. Giselle Lucas Rebriard was Dean's List of Fall of '21. Cynthia Marquez Cruz, she was the Wake Tech Academic Excellence Award nominee for Health Science Division and also the recipient. Allison Merritt served as SADA Historian. Rosie Morales Castro was Pi Theta Kappa member. Madeline Music was Dean's List of Fall of '22. Leanna Parker was Dean's List of Fall of '22. She also earned the Ewing Cole Design Endowed Foundation Scholarship and was also a nominee for the Wake Tech Academic Excellence Award for Health Science Division. Hannah Ritter was Dean's List Fall of '22, and she earned the Swinsley Family Scholarship Award and also served as SADA Historian. Cece Roerig was Dean's List of Fall 22 and also earned the Delta Dental Scholarship. Ashton Sims was Dean's List of Fall 22 and earned the Swinsley Family Scholarship Award and served as SADA Historian. Erica Val Landaverde was the Delta Dental Scholarship. And last, we have Amy Wingfield, who was Dean's List of Fall 22. She earned the Fenwick Foundation Scholarship, McKee Family Foundation Scholarship, and the Ewing Cole Design Endowed Scholarship. Let us please join our hands and congratulate them for their extra awards.
You may be seated.
Will the students please rise? Ragad Heyman Halkrad. Melanie Lisette Bautista Mendez. Mary Ellen Shemaine Bosworth. Ashlyn McCaskill Courtney. Yasel Lucas Rubiar. I did. Marilyn Gallegos. Cynthia Naomi Garcia Cruz. Hallie Merritt. Rosie Yasmina Morales Castro. Madeline Music. Leanna Alyssa Parker. Montserrat Patricio Hernandez. Hannah Shea Ritter. Cece Rorick. Ashton Page Sims. Yolanda Tran Ching. Erica Valle Patricia Landaverde. Monica Wilms. And Amy Wingfield. Allie Merritt will now read the meaning of the pinning ceremony.
The pinning of a health sciences student signifies recognition among peers and associates of successful completion of their entry level to professional, educational, and clinical skills. The pin is designed to represent each particular profession and each institution of professional training while symbolizing academic achievement, professional status, and possession of the skill and knowledge to practice the profession safely. The color theme of purple or lavender is the academic color of dentistry. The placement of the lavender rose in the vase signifies unity in the profession. The yellow roses signify strong feelings of pure joy, gladness, happiness, and friendship, as well as symbolize a new beginning.
Hannah will now lead the class and all dental hygienists in the audience in the reading of the dental hygiene oath. Will all graduates and dental hygienists in the audience please stand?
In my practice as a dental hygienist, I affirm my personal and professional commitment to improve the oral health of the public, to advance the art and science of dental hygiene, and to promote high standards of quality care. I pledge continually to improve my professional knowledge and skills, to render a full measure of service to each patient entrusted to my care, and to uphold the highest standards of professional competence and personal conduct in the interest of the dental hygiene profession and the public it serves.
I now present the Wake Technical Community College Dental Hygiene Class of 2024. Congratulations.
You may be seated.
Good afternoon, Dean, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow dental hygiene students. It is my honor to give our class remarks on behalf of the 2024 graduating dental hygiene class. My name is Ashton Sims, aka Class Mom, aka the student that's not afraid to say what's on my mind. There are no words that can truly express the joy that we are all feeling as we sit here today, a moment that we have been looking forward to for approximately 627 days. Just ask Amy, she has the countdown on her phone since the first semester. I want to take you down a path to explain the circumstances, trials, and memories we have gathered and created over the past few years during our time together at Wake Tech. I'm sure most of you have seen or at least heard of The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy begins her journey from Kansas to Oz, desiring a better life and beginning a quest for self-discovery. Her journey is very much like our journey through dental hygiene school. Our journey began back when we were taking our prerequisites to enter this program, a demanding schedule of classes that had to be completed with all A's if we even wanted a chance to have a spot in this class. The wish to become a hygienist may have begun as a little girl or developed over the years while exploring career options. We all experienced personal growth through this program and put our life on pause so that we could have a better life and future for both ourselves and our family members. We each sacrificed something different to be here. Driving all the way from Robbins, missing big milestones in a child's life, retaking a class just to have an A on your transcript, having little to no social life or time to take care of ourselves, and I'm not exaggerating. We spent so much time together, going from being a room full of strangers on day one to lifelong friends today. So much time that we knew everything about each other, like the one time I speculated that Monica was pregnant the day after she found out, before she even had the chance to tell her family. We learned to trust each other, especially in lab, only for Montse to end up with a hematoma on her face. We became friends that supported each other and held each other up. In clinic, we knew the moment someone had hit their breaking point by the look on their face, and comforted each other in the locker room for whoever's day it was to cry. Here's to no more tears over a patient canceling at 8 a.m. on the dot, even though you confirmed their appointment a million times. Girls, we are now bonded, and it's a bond that's going to last a lifetime. In The Wizard of Oz, on Dorothy's path, she meets the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion. They each play a role in Dorothy's journey, just like each of you in the audience have played a role in our dental hygiene journey. On Dorothy's path, she first runs into the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow has a wish for a brain and represents the human desire for knowledge and understanding. In our scenario, the Scarecrow represents our teachers, who are all registered dental hygienists or dentists and have been in our shoes in their past. They were once a student, learning the ropes, and now they, as instructors, get bombarded with questions, thoughts, and concerns. The faculty and staff instilled an enormous amount of knowledge in us and allowed us to try new things and sometimes fail so we could grow individually. They were always there for a hug or pep talk, reminding us that even though hygiene school seemed unbearable, we would make it through and it would all be worth it. If only we could be planted like a tree, unwavering through the circumstances. Ms. Moore, I know you remember that soda meeting. Faculty and staff, thank you for always believing in us when we didn't, like when Ms. Mosh asked us each week if we read the chapter prior to lecture. We were able to make personal connections and relationships with our faculty and staff, and we can't wait to be colleagues with them and see them outside the walls of Wake Tech. We'll always be your favorite class, and you know it. Thank you to our faculty and staff for being our Scarecrow and giving us all the knowledge we need to be successful in our career. The next person Dorothy met was the Tin Man. The Tin Man embodies compassion and is brave, kind, and protective of Dorothy, showing empathy towards her. In our hygiene school journey, the Tin Man represents our friends and significant others. They stood on the sidelines, not understanding the challenges we were facing or why failing a skill evaluation was such a big deal, but they continued to root for us, always pushing us to keep going when we felt like we didn't have it in us. To our friends who are our Tin Man, thank you for the endless encouragement through little ways, showing up on our hard days, sending texts to let us know that you were thinking of us, allowing us to practice vitals on you, and celebrating our wins. Those are things that we're going to cherish forever. The last person Dorothy came across was the Lion. The Lion provides courage and companionship to Dorothy. On our journey, the Lion represents family. I want everyone who is here to raise your hand if you have been a patient for one of these girls. are the people that have believed in us since the beginning, every step of the way, helping us to believe in ourselves and providing the love and advice that we needed to succeed. You saw it all, the crazy late nights of studying, the meltdowns when we were struggling at our worst. I remember coming home to my mom after one of the first few days of hygiene school and looking at her and saying, "There's just no way that I'm going to be able to do this." She looked at me and said, "One day at a time, don't look at the big picture, eat the elephant in small bites." To our family members, thank you for being our lion and helping us to find the courage we needed to bring us to today. Here we are, putting RDH behind our name. There's no way we would have made it through this adventure without each other, our faculty, staff, friends, and family. This journey has been something that is truly unforgettable. Be proud of all you have accomplished and good luck in your career as a registered dental hygienist. They say the dental community is small, so I'm sure our paths will soon cross. I now wanted to present the class gift that we're contributing to the school. So this set of pictures are going to go into the lobby. There's not much out there right now, so we figured that would be a good little, yeah. And now it's going to play the slideshow that me, Hannah, and Allie put together.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. You be generous. Share
Ashton, as I understand, this song had a special meaning too, because was it Dr. Rokos played that in one of your classes? So that's why they selected that song, is through Dr. Rokos.
Good afternoon. For those that do not know me, I am the second year clinic coordinator for the program, or what I lovingly call the chaos coordinator. One of the main reasons I love this job is because of the bond I get to develop with each of the students. They run to my office often for a quick question that's not so quick, or advice, but sometimes I'm a listening ear to a vent session that they ask to please never leave your office, a shoulder to cry on when things get hard or patients cancel, or the person they run to share exciting news like winning an award or getting pregnant. Regardless, it's rewarding to work so closely with them through this journey, and I am honored to be asked to do the closing remarks today. Each year when we start with a new cohort, we slowly begin to learn about them, and it is always interesting how the students seem to fit together so nicely. One year we may get a lot of artsy students, another year maybe very young group, and so on. But what stood out about this class from the very beginning was that they were respectful and easy to teach. This says a lot about their character and has a lot to do with why they are sitting here today. It has always been such a pleasure to work with them in both the classroom and clinical settings, and I heard it over and over from each faculty sitting in this room. I am typically not too nervous to give the speech, but this year is a bit different because boy, if I cry, they are not going to let me live that down. They often tease me about my hard shell, to put it nicely, but in reality, I just had more confidence in them at times than they had in themselves. They always gave it their all, listened to the advice that faculty was giving them, and implemented the changes we asked them to. So I knew that whatever they were upset about today would work out in the end, even though I couldn't always tell them that in the moment. One thing that they gained through this journey is the lifelong friendships they formed with each other, celebrating the good times and supporting each other through the bad times. After the stress of the program wears off, I am glad you will have so many fun memories to look back on. Miss Peace's little accident during our Asheville trip, wheelchair transfers with Miss Carbon, Bravo jar acknowledgments, and making each other laugh through the pain and torture of Stab Lab. There were many meals shared, coffee runs, escape rooms, beach trips, kickball games, holiday celebrations, and a very fun weekend trip to Asheville. Well, except for Cece's poor ears after 4 hours of straight country music. But it is clear that you will have a bond that will last forever. To the faculty and staff that work tirelessly to help them succeed, I am honored to work with each of you. Thank you for all that you have done and will continue to do to help them succeed. To the family and friends here today, thank you for supporting them through this program. As all of the faculty can attest to, this is one of the hardest things they will ever do, and the support they have through it can really make a difference. Whether you were like me, as someone they cried with or vented to, or maybe someone who helped financially or served as a patient, thank you. Please know that you never have to sit through another 4-hour appointment where they only get through a quarter of the treatment and constantly ask, "Are you okay? Did that hurt? Let me just check that one more time." I am so proud to have watched this group grow from day one into clinicians that I am now honored to call colleagues, and even more so friends. You did it. There's no more calc test, study models trimmed to perfection, or stalking your patients. Canceled appointments will now be something you will cheer for, as it's a break in your schedule that allows you to go to the bathroom and grab a snack. As you move into the profession, my hope is that you always continue to learn and grow. We have taught you the basics, but there's so much more to learn. Expand your skills to new and better things and evolve with the ever-changing healthcare field. Stay active within the hygiene organizations and always do what you feel is right in your heart. You are all going to go very far. We are so proud of you, we will miss you, and we will cherish all the memories we have with you. Please keep in touch. Now, if everyone will please stand and help me congratulate the class of 2024.
At this time, we would welcome our marshals, Gabriella and Rachel, to please come forward. As they're coming forward to escort our special guests and our students out, one thing we would be remiss in congratulating this class on is we, for the first time, did our clinical board exam on our campus, and there was a 100% pass rate on that attempt. In addition, they have to take the national board exam, and I believe there's 15 of the 19 have now passed on a first attempt. The others have scheduled to take it, so it wasn't that they didn't pass, they just haven't taken it. And on the computerized portion of the clinical exam, 18 of the 19 have taken it and passed on a first attempt. Following the ceremony today, we are also going over to the John Chavis Community Center for a celebration with a class from 4 to 6. The faculty and staff are allowed in there at 3:30 to start setting up, so we'll be ushering in the guests at 4 o'clock to be able to do that. From here, though, we will go outside and be able to take pictures with family, and we would like to say one last congratulations and a big thank you to the faculty and our administration who have been very supportive of the program throughout the 2 years. At this time, our marshals are going to escort our administration, and then they will take the faculty out. They will then come back and get our students to escort out, and then our family and guests will be able to leave at that time. Thank you very much for coming.